I fucked up stories, according to Reddit. Number 15. I pulled what I thought was my expired credit card out of my pocket and ran it through a shredder at work. It wasn't my card. It was my government ID card, which I also need to log into my computer. Hell no. That sounds like a trip to the DMV. And I think as far as fuck-ups go, it's probably the most scary one on this entire list. That's pretty sad. But what can you do? What can you do? Number 14. A while back I was doing laundry and noticed our washer had a bit of funky of a smell to it. I looked up some home remedies online that involved baking soda and vinegar, and while I was standing at the washer I thought, a cup of bleach wouldn't hurt. A cup of bleach wouldn't hurt. As soon as I threw it in and started the washer, my brain said, hey, you probably shouldn't be just mixing chemicals all willy-nilly. So I pulled out my phone and Googled vinegar and bleach, and just about shat my pants when I read the results. Vinegar plus bleach equal toxic chlorine gas. I proceeded to panic and scream for everyone to get out of the house. Be careful with chemicals, man. What an idiot. What an idiot. Well, not like Randy Pitchford. If you guys don't know who Randy Pitchford is, he is the CEO of a company called Gearbox that produces a popular game known as Borderlands, and he is making an ass of himself on Twitter. All I ever say is it doesn't cost you anything to shut the hell up, and this guy just doesn't get it, man. I guess whatever little bit of attention that some people can get just dictates their actions in crazy ways, dude. It's really, really scary. Don't let it happen to you. Oh boy. Xander says, I passed out in my friend's bed and woke up to this notification. A good way to start a chill night. I hope that your whole night is chill. I saw somebody so chill on the front page of Reddit that he's probably going to get in a lot of trouble for it. Let's go take a look. When you're a little bit too chill, if you need a setup for this, here it is. It says, when you're too chilled. Check this shit out. My dude lighting up a cigarette, but then your eye looks around. This motherfucker is on a plane. What year is this? Look at how this dude is reacting. Hello? Please, hello? Matt, attendant, please. This is not 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Please, I'm gonna need, can somebody come over here, please? Hello? Oh boy. It's clown world, y'all. Honk, honk. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my God. Is this happening? You know what? I'm extremely proud of this woman. Maybe she was scared, you know, and that's good. Not good that she was scared, but maybe it was scared that it's good that she shut the hell up. What I normally see in videos, especially if there is a woman, is their inability to be quiet while filming anything. Not that, you know, there's anything wrong with piping up and squawking and making all this noise, but, you know, there it is. Yeah, usually it's just about them. Oh, hell nah, look at what you are on a plane. Unbelievable. Jesus said no microtransactions for Borderlands 3, which of course is a joke because CEO of Gearbox Randy Pitchford's jackass statement that there would be no microtransactions is a lie, because by definition there will be things that you can buy in the game for real money, and some of which actually alter your gameplay. You know, it's not just cosmetic as some people like to get away with. It is in fact game altering, your progress and shit like that. Not exactly pay to win, but it can, give you a boost. That shit ain't right. So look, we're at number 13 on this list of screw-ups, YouTube. I don't care, I already said fuck. You gonna get me? YouTube's gonna get me. You better stop using that filthy language in our church. The Church of YouTube. Oh, the Church of Makeup tutorials. But I'm trans, YouTube. Don't you care about me? Number 13. A female friend of mine to whom I was admittedly attracted had been expressing her reservations about an upcoming vacation with her family. I have reservations about this, Cyael. Though it wasn't being overtly presented as such, the trip was meant as a way of re-solidifying her parents' marriage. Oh boy. This is a let's see if we can fix things trip. Why the hell y'all taking kids on this trip if y'all trying to fix shit with your crusty ass fucking marriage? Which had been a touch rocky at the time. They would all be driving from San Francisco to Redding. Forgive these noises coming out of me. I'm like, I don't know, trying to rejoin the living. I hope you know what it's like. What's my excuse for all the other times I'm usually making those noises though? Okay, look, they would all be driving from San Francisco to Redding, which is a small town and absolutely nowhere in Northern California, where they would stay at a bed and breakfast inn for a weekend before continuing northward for an unknown destination. In keeping with the alleged purpose of this so-called vacation, 2 rooms had been booked at the inn in question. To her dismay, though, my friend discovered that her mother would be occupying one room and her father would have the other, and that she and her sister would each have to bunk with one of the parents. This was worthy of lament on its own, but it was made unforgivably worse by the verbal diarrhea that I offered in an attempt to provide comfort. It won't be so bad," I told my friend. "Your father will probably enjoy sleeping with you," you said out loud. A moment passed before I realized what I said. Then the feeling of growing horror, I tried to explain myself. "Wait, I didn't mean it like that," I said hurriedly. "I mean, like, he's probably sick of sleeping with your mom." "Oh no, I mean, he wants to spend some quality time with his daughter." If I had just stopped there, I might have been able to salvage the situation. But as it happened, I decided that the best course of action would be to keep talking. "I can't say I blame him. Really, I'd love to sleep with you. Ugh. She and I don't talk much these days. You gotta know when to stop. And here's the thing. You know what Cyael just said, and I say all the time, it won't cost you anything to shut the fuck up. So that's the biggest thing that you can learn, is not when to stop, baby. It's when to start. Shut up. Shut up. Dee and I were watching this comedy like cartoon show called Monkey Dust. It's like a UK show. Yo, Jesus, I recommend this shit, We may not be from the UK, but we can definitely understand the jabs that Monkey Dust takes at society. And one of my favorites was this dude at he's at like a dinner with his significant other. Maybe it's like a date, and he just won't stop talking about football. My dude. And it's like, I had to pause the damn show and talk about how it's clearly like our society's form of acceptable autism when people just don't get that, just because you're passionately into something doesn't, it doesn't make it okay to just, oh my God, open that spigot and drown other people in information pertinent to your, interests, my dude. And in a social setting, you should have a conversation, a back and forth, what we call a dialogue, where one person talks. Okay, now you talk. Me listen, now me repeat something you say to make it clear, me listen, and you talk back. And we just keep that going back and forth, my dude, I meet somebody new and I'm trying to get a handle on them and get to know them, my dude. You wanna not go crazy. You know what I'm talking about? This is a friendly environment here. You guys come at me and you're like, "Hey, Cyael, what you think about Destiny?" I'll be like, "Man, motherfucking Destiny trying to nickel and dime everybody, taking our money, and it's not even complete. It's an incomplete product." I'll go crazy, you know what I mean? But I'm in public and somebody says, "Hey, you play any video games?" I play Destiny. I go, "Oh, that's nice." Do you have the time? Oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late for my tea party with the Mad Hatter. See you never. You know? What the hell? And as I'm learning every day, people are crazy as hell, my dude. Crazy as hell. I don't even want to get into this one bitch. What is the point even? And if it were just for attention, I'd understand. But why are you like, why the song and dance? I guess every day I'm coming to terms with women being crazier than I could ever have imagined. And it's not the case in everybody. You know, I'm not making a blanket statement, obviously, but just some people, women or men, but women usually, fuck me. All right, maybe if I was a girl, the men would be as crazy. So as a guy, I only know what, crazy women are like. So as we continue up this list of, I screwed up stories, number 12 reaches. When I climbed my skew's roof, was quite a heavy kid, and I was out and about with my cousin and mates. After running around the school, my friends dare me to go up on the roof. As I'm not a wuss, I gotta prove to them that I'm not afraid, and I go on the roof. So after a while and much help, I got up. I ran around up there and had a bit of fun, and then I had to get down. That's when I realized I had fucked up. Nothing in sight was available to help me. All I could do was either call someone to help me, as in my parents or firemen, or jump. I decided to take the risk and jump. Well, tuck and roll, my man. I tried to do parkour like I saw in the videos, jump and roll. That's what you need to do, yeah. I ended up fucking up my foot. Oh no. I had to call my parents to drive me to the hospital, and when questioned, I said I slipped while playing basketball. The foot is still fucked up to this day. And my mom thinks it was because of basketball, lol. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I muted the desktop audio instead of the freaking microphone audio, you idiot. This whole channel is just going to become thank God it's not popular, because by now there would be some guy with like a music video of just all the disgusting noises I've made, and it'd be pretty fire too. Like it'd be pretty like remixed and stuff. Pretty good stuff. Sorry. Somebody saying women I know are crazy. Wait. Yeah, Bannabear says I can second that some women I know are crazy. It's just, no, man, I got one coming at me about all this bullshit, and it's like, God, I get that you seek attention, but why the song and dance? Going through all the trouble of manipulating all this shit and trying to get my attention specifically through, oh, I'm gonna do this, or my mom isn't, like, come on. Desiree says number 12 is a sign that you shouldn't be playing around on any roof no matter what. Well, look, y'all want to play, but one of the things I always say is make sure that you have a secure exit route established. So why would you go somewhere that you're not sure how you're going to get out? That's a classic mistake. That's like a movie mistake that's so bad. That's like a horror movie for the sake of a plot mistake. Okay, I got here, but how do I get back? Oh no, we gotta get home before the serial killer that we've all heard's on the loose gets around here. The fuck? Watson Corp says, how's your neck? Admittedly, it's better than it was, but, here's hoping it gets better and faster. Oh boy. And Neil says, Cyael, get the bag of gross noises out. That one, gross Cyael noises. Economy sounds. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what I need? I want to get, there's this other picture I have. Of like the whole family looking pissed off. Let me get that shit. And that'll be like the stream when I make that noise. Hold up. Is this it? There it is. There it is. When I make them noises, the stream be like, oh my god. All right. No gross Cyael noises. No more angry stream. And, you know, I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay. So we continue up this list. We arrive at number 11. Oh. The other day I was barbecuing, and I was just not paying attention. I had a glove on my right hand, that's oven safe, and someone handed me a beer and proceeded to talk to me. I took the beer with my right hand. I then opened the barbecue and grabbed the grill with my left unprotected hand to adjust it. I pulled it halfway out before the heat registered. Once it did, the realization was pretty instant. The blisters were bad for over a week. Oh boy. Anil says, we love you and your noises, Cyael. That's sweet of you, but I don't want to turn into a dark side Phil, who really does have the market on the internet cornered for gross, strange, and crazy noises, dude. Dark side Phil, man. Do not look up DSP. He is really one of the scariest and saddest people on the internet. Not scary in the good way, man. Chris Chan is scary in the good way. Go look up Chris Chan. But no, Dark Side Phil is he is a real scumbag. If he were a video game, he'd be Destiny. Let's put it like that. Got him. Number 10. I've told this story before, but I invited this guy over to my place for dinner. After we'd been casually seeing each other for 3 weeks or so, things were going pretty well. We were chatting, getting along like a house on fire. Yeah, we need that. And he was helping me cook dinner when I started to feel extremely intestinally unwell. You got the poop poops. I've always been kind of a private poopa. Private poopa. And I could tell that this was not going to be fun. So I asked him if he'd pop down to the shop at the end of the road to grab a bottle of wine for dinner. He agreed and toddled off. Jesus, keep it in your fucking pants, you British fucks. Down the street, pop down to the shop, off he toddles. What the hell, we're getting on like a house on fire? You what, mate? Oh my God, keep it in your pants. As soon as he was gone, I raced to the bathroom and relieved myself, and something roughly akin to the force of a well, imagine this. I'm not clicking that, but in reverse. I took a minute to catch my breath, reached over the toilet roll. Somebody's gonna be dying to know what this stupid shit is. I gotta open this crap. It's gonna be a geyser or something. What? No, it's just a link to the subreddit for power washing. Imaginative, inspired. My dude couldn't even find a gif of a power washer in action or a geyser, you know, in which case he wouldn't have had to say it was in reverse. You know, it's actually just a link to a subreddit of power washing. Oh boy, with a force roughly akin to this, I took a minute to catch my breath, reached over to the toilet roll holder, and it was empty. Well, shit. No matter I had a full 9-pack of toilet paper in the back room, I didn't have the space to keep it in my bathroom. It was a very small apartment, so I usually just grabbed a roll or two, and he'd only just gone. I had plenty of time. Cut to me 30 seconds later, pants around my ankles, my shit-caked bunghole, shimmying my way back to the central hallway of my flat, when I hear a still, small voice from behind me. What are you doing? Turns out he'd managed to get to the shop and back in record time, and was sitting on the couch in the living room with a perfect view of my fecal burlesque. I was framed in the doorway, like a Renaissance painting. It was as though I was presenting myself to him in the worst possible, you like? Come on in the history of dating. It was very difficult to have a civilized dinner after that. Well, thank God it wasn't his fetish. Okay? Okay. Gin and Lacrosse says DSP has a lot of begging and snort compilations, and also a few mixtape tracks made by his detractors. We're not going to talk about DSP, but we are going to talk about the community, the internet life that this idiot has created. I know personally people who have made their careers online by just roasting this fool, by actively watching this sad old dude whine and complain and beg on the internet, and then turning his shit into like compilations, you know, of him whining and begging and being an idiot and being an asshole and banning people. He's not as entertaining as you might think, but for some reason a lot of the compilations of his are entertaining because they're full of contradictions. They clearly make you aware of how stupid and rude he is, you know, but he's out here literally living off the people that are paying him, you know, subscribing, sponsoring, being his patrons and crap like that. But the comedy is, he refers to anybody that doesn't really like donate as people who aren't contributing. He refers to anybody that literally calls him out by, you know, just taking a video of his, not even out of context typically, and just showing what he actually said on a stream. And he calls them his detractors. It's truly amazing. And if I were to make a video, I would call Darkside Phil one of the most motivational, inspirational people on the internet, because he's the type of guy that when you watch him and then you realize how many people are watching him, you think to yourself, if this guy can do it, then I can do whatever this is on the internet. You know? It's easy on the internet to look around and just be like, man, fuck. If I had started doing anything 5 years ago, I'd probably be one of the top assholes doing that. If you can be bothered to do the same thing for a couple of years like that, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess it's successful enough. Forgive me. Stop, Cyael. Put up the thing. Mute the mic. It's all gone. It's all gone now. Okay. It's all gone. See, you hear that? You hear that smooth inhale, that clean inhale. Wow. Bing bong. Ooh, bing bong. So as we continue up this list, we arrive at what? Number 9. After the first 2 pushes during childbirth with no drugs. Ooh, whoa. She almost had me. I almost said, girl, you fucked up. She almost had me. This is high. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. What was the first one that I was like, wow, how can it get worse than that? When you give yourself a trip to the DMV, dude. This is pretty bad. Jade said, how is your neck, Cyael? It's honestly awful. But admittedly, when I woke up today, I wasn't in as much pain. I was actually able to kick right off the bed. Whereas like before, I had to move so stiffly that it was as if I had like one of those neck casts or neck braces, as they are known on. But today it wasn't so bad. I really got to get some things in order because I'm shifting my address in the next few days. And I got to go get some painting done. I got to move some tables over, or desks, you know, even though these really aren't desks. They're just like a table. I realize it's a minimalist table. I like it. But I realize now that I don't really have a desk. It's desky enough. I don't want all of that, like, drawers and shit. Oh boy. So, you know, that's what's going to be up. The scariest part is going to be figuring out how to mount my TVs, because there's like a concrete wall, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get into that wall well. And even if I could, I don't believe I could anchor it super well and make sure that something doesn't fall clean off that fucking that wall. That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Oh well. You know, I've been taking ibuprofen, if you're asking, Adam Wells, and I've been icing it. But if there is a little progress, let's hope that progress continues. And much like that bullshit that was on my tongue a while back, it'll just be gone and forgotten. You know, when you move to a new place, the next couple of days, man. The Rhea says, trying to prove something to no one because no one cares, Michael. Well, Michael asks, why do people, do childbirth without drugs? Yeah, because they live a life where, they trying to accomplish something at the end of the day. Why? So they can tell people, I did it without childbirth, and without medication, and unless you do it without medication, then you didn't really have a child, okay? Let me hit you with that gatekeeping, bruh. Aaron says, good day, all. How are you, Aaron? Linda says, if you're gonna do that, Cyael, you need to hire someone to hang the TV. Man, you know me. I'm probably just gonna end up figuring out some legs for the TV, putting that on the desk. Maybe I need a longer desk. A long desk. Long desk. Rhea says, hire me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Rhea sent a great video to me this morning, but it was only after I saw her dancing that I realized, wait, she probably was playing music, and like a loser, I was watching the video on mute. And it's so sad. You know why it threw me off is because Rhea had words on the video. It was something like, when you're supposed to be at work really soon, and she was just like dancing around instead of actually being, I guess, getting ready for work. But I was so engrossed in the reading of her snap that I didn't put together that a person dancing probably means music. So it was only after the snap had expired, I thought to myself, wait a minute, there was probably music going on in that. A missed opportunity, if ever I could say so. The funny thing about it is, if I could hear the music, probably wouldn't have enhanced the snap. Like, I enjoyed it, I guess. I'd give it probably like an 8 out of 10. I'll go there. I'll say that. But man, Jillian Cook out here looking for that motherfucking band, and you got it, baby. Come on down. My man is out here looking for that. He was like, hello. Can I get me some band tonight? God damn. Unbelievable. Icky Gabby says, just made it to the Cyael stream. Just got comfy. And now I'm going to fall asleep to your live stream. Perfect ending to a crazy day. What was so crazy about it? Okay. Would you say that you had to run from a gunman? Did you have to jump from an exploding helicopter? I'm kidding. That's a movie, Cyael. That is not real life. Did you have to evade tax collectors? Okay, that's more like it. Is your mother trying to get a hold of you and you're not in the mood for that? But she's coming for you. That's more real life. This summer, your mother is blowing up your phone, the movie. Starring Pierce Brosnan. He used to be 007. No, starring Idris Elba. He could have been the first black 007, but Hollywood isn't ready. Starring the guy that was in Black Panther. Hello, he's so hot right now. What's the name of that guy? Oh boy, I gotta remember this without Googling it. What's the name of Black Panther? Ooh, I feel so bad. I'm supposed to know this. I'm not looking at the stream chat. Jesus Christ. All I keep thinking is Donald Glover. I'm so bad. I'm a black man and I don't know the name of Black Panther. Now, I remember that Denzel Washington was, involved in this guy's like schooling or training so that he could go to where he needed to go to be in movies and shit. Come on, Black Panther is played by, God, I'm not gonna know it. I know Idris Elba because I really like him. You know who I also like? Lance Reddick. I would say Lance Reddick is probably at the top of my list of favorite black guys currently working in Hollywood. If I had the top list, it would probably be like, okay. You know who plays Geordie LaForge and he was on Reading Rainbow? Butterfly in the sky. This really is a tangent. All right, forgive me. As we continue up this list of I fucked up stories, just to go ahead and insert me not being able to finish this list properly as a fuck up. Or you can tag team it and have me not being able to remember. Oh, I'm not going to remember it, so I might as well just scroll down, guys. And it hurts me. It hurts me to not remember. Chadwick Boseman, yes! Chadwick Boseman. Bose, man. The good headphones. Y'all out here trying to be like, look, man, I bought some Beats. Yo fucking sorry ass bought some Beats. Right now I'm wearing Audio-Technica headphones. They're studio monitors, which helps me really get into the highs and lows when I need to professionally record something. So that's neither here nor there. But I do have what we would call recreational headphones, and they are Bose because Bose are extremely good quality headphones. But y'all would know about quality because some people out here, when they think headphones, they think Beats because those have been the best marketed. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Destiny when you think about it. You know, Destiny has pretty packaging. It's a good looking game. You know, you play it for a couple of seconds and you're like, I like the feel of that. But there's no substance. There's nothing beneath the surface. You know what I mean? Destiny is a woman that's extremely attractive, but it is not really interesting and has no hobbies or interests, you know, and is therefore not interesting. There's nothing beneath the surface there. You can fuck her over and over and over and over, and she's gonna, you know, I guess, and the bottom line is some people don't really need anything more than that. You know what I mean? But some people are gonna get bored with Destiny over time because Destiny ages. You know what I mean? Destiny ages. Some people are faithful, so it doesn't matter. As long as they know that they got what they got from Destiny in the prime, that'll be enough for when Destiny will age. But what happens when all them young pieces of sliz are flapping in your mouth, right in your face? You're like, hey, what's going on? Look at this tight waist. Look at this tight waist, said the other video games. I heard that video games were classified as a genuine disorder recently. Like, you can get addicted. It's a disorder. It's a disorder. I'm not joking. I'll just make this shit up. I know it seems like I'm always flying off on some kind of bullshit, but this one's funny. This one's real. You know, some idiot actually has the ability to claim that video games, addiction is real, as opposed to just addiction to anything being a problem, because some people have an issue with restraint. Here's why I don't respect video games as a true addiction. It's because you're an idiot. You know what I mean? You can get addicted to gambling. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's still like an addiction that is not comparable to a drug addiction. You know what I mean? Nobody's born with these addictions to gambling and video games. But a parent can abuse a drug that can make it so that the child is born genuinely going through withdrawals. You can suffer withdrawals. You can smack yourself in the face until the point where you crave that smack in the face, baby. But would you call it a smack in the face addiction? Or are you just stupid? So look, man, everything in moderation. Don't reach a point where it's like outrageous. And yeah, some people reach that point without realizing, and then it's too fucking late. But I think putting it on the same, tier as other real disorders or afflictions in the way of I think it's about as stupid, guys, as marijuana being as high a tier drug as it is. Because people can literally drink until they are drunk beyond measure, jump behind the wheel of a car, hit a motherfucker, and literally be out by the end of the day. But if they catch you with a thumbnail's worth of weed in the wrong state, boy, you're in jail for a long time. You better hope that you have enough money to make the law work for you. Okay? Because if you don't, you are at the whim. You are at the whim of our justice system, my dude. So yeah, no. The comedy of the organization that decided that video gaming is a disorder now is literally called the World Health Organization, which the acronym is of course WHO. What an obvious joke, but it's still amusing. Who says that gaming disorder is an addiction? What do you mean? Well, who's on first? I'm kidding. I'm stupid. That's the end of that. That's an old man joke. I hope somebody enjoys that. Chrissy B's all like, Cyael, I hope you saw the new Hunter moves for Longsword coming out on Iceborne. I'm so sorry to say, my dude, that I have not loaded up Monster Hunter in over a year. And everybody's playing Dauntless right now because Dauntless didn't need to be amazing. It just needed to be free. And let me tell you something. I'm playing Dauntless past a certain level. I'm about level 15 right now. Some of them motherfucking bosses are borderline Horizon Zero Dawn tier bosses. Yo, that game opens up when you're getting into it. And that's all it needs to be. It's Monster Hunter meets Fortnite. And hey, you can play with people on the PC. Stripes is loving that game. She's going to be higher level than me soon. And that's kind of scary, okay? Kind of scary indeed. Not used to being passed by, but I guess you run out of time sometimes. Jin and LaClaw says, fast fun fact before I vanish. Did you guys know that Chris Chan was the first person to make a video game play video of Animal Crossing before other YouTubers popularized it? That's just what you were told, Jin and Lacrosse. I happen to know my man Doc Future. You don't know nothing about him. People used to think that I was Doc Future when I first started out on YouTube. He made VHS Let's Plays of old Sonic games, and then he would like mix them together and like he would mix them together with like TV shows that were on at the time and all kind of shit like that. My dude was truly revolutionary. Truly revolutionary. And I would never go as far as to imply that even he was the first to do it. So I think that somewhere out there, some guy, you know, maybe he's even dead, unfortunately, you know, made some shit before anything that we could imagine. Yeah, now I wonder who's the first on record Let's Player. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman. Man, I was trying hard not to slip down. Jesus said Uganda Knuckles fucked up Black Panther for me. Why are you running? They need a whole cut of that movie like that. But would it be racist? LeVar Burton is the Reading Rainbow guy. It's true. Butterfly in the sky. Lance Reddick and LeVar Burton. If y'all see that one episode of Eric Andre, because LeVar Burton was in Roots, and I don't need to say anything more about that. Y'all either know about it or you don't. And Lance Reddick was on Eric Andre, and he came out dressed up like LeVar Burton in Roots, like a slave, but he also had the visor from Star Trek: The Next Generation and he was like, I want to be LeVar Burton. I want to be LeVar Burton. I'm not even joking. Lance Reddick, Eric Andre. Okay.
I wish I would LeVar Burton. I wish I would LeVar Burton.
Why he shaking them damn chains? Why you doing this, Lance? Lance is a funny dude. I didn't know Lance was funny like that. You know what I mean? Y'all know Lance Reddick. We were just talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. He was in that game. They put Lance Reddick in that game. Perhaps some of y'all remember him from Lost, where he was that creepy dude that was messing with Locke. Yeah, I really like this guy. He was in Oz. Do y'all know anything about Oz? Was it Oz? Probably the wrong one. No, he was in The Wire. Fuck me. Why did I think Oz? Everything goes back to Oz. The damn show about the jail. And then they tried to do Lady Oz on Netflix, but it sucks. Orange is the New Gay is more like it. Cheers. Rhea's like, and now I resent you for bringing that back to life. Oh, Michael B. Jordan. No, I'm talking about Chadwick Boseman. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan's pretty up there too. I completely forgot about him as far as relevant black actors go. Relevant black actors. Yeah. What, you know. I'll allow these caps. Warp speed, don't rainbow read me, nigga. That's a quote from Eric Andre. That's good stuff. Hey, that was a really funny bit because it was like, you got to understand Roots, you got to understand Reading Rainbow, you got to understand Star Trek. That shit was wild. Look, man, LeVar Burton really brought Next Generation to life, and I don't want to go into it here, but some of the portrayals, some of the acting on that show really just warps you, if I may say so. A Klingon does not read Reddit lists. Number 12. When I climbed my school's roof, was quite a heavy kid. Sorry. D is stirring. It's screwing up my Worf impression. Okay. And I was out and about with my cousins and mates. Didn't I read this? Why did I scroll back down to number 15? Is something wrong with me? I feel like I'm like restarting the list. Rewind. Number 8. Going home at 4 a.m. Even though I had 7 a.m. classes. The lights in the living room is on, and I walk in and see my mom sitting at the sofa like it's the fucking mafia. Ooh, you in trouble. You in trouble. 4 a.m. Y'all kids wild, dude. Damn. Dude, my mom's never waited up for me, but it's never made me coming home really late when I was young any scarier. There were times I'd reach the front door and just be like, man, fuck it. Should just sleep in the car, man. Just putting my key in the door. It's like stepping into another life. You better leave your life behind. You putting that key in that door. Oh my God. Number 7. It's been almost 30 years since this happened, and I still have the nightmares. Freshman year, college, my first set of college finals. I was totally prepared and ready to take them all. I had almost straight A's going into the finals. I go to my last one, which was a throwaway, 3 credits of introduction to sociology. I sit down, ready to ace it, and look up at the board to see biology 103. Huh? That's what DSP does all the time. That's weird. I pull out my calculator, which is actually a calendar. What? And the sociology final was yesterday. My dude must have just, you know, what you gonna do? You done missed it. You done goofed. You done goofed. He looked up and it was the day after. Oh no. See, I like to think that if I had friends, I'd have to like pay them to make me aware of when my finals are. Cause my memory's bad, man. My memory's bad. I can't remember the people closest to me's birthday. It's bad. Oof. Fucking oof. Alright. Number 6, when you take one proper look at your teeth and realize the grave consequences of years of neglect in dental hygiene. Take care of your teeth, kids. Yeah, one day you're going to see a mark towards the bottom of one of your teeth in the middle, and you're going to be like, oh fucking no. Just buy a fucking, mechanical toothbrush. What do we call those? Battery operated toothbrush like I got. And just take the time in the bathroom, Rhea says, Cyael, I'm your friend. Well, what am I implying? That I didn't have friends? Well, I get reminders every day as to why apparently I shouldn't. Because people out here, trying to manipulate some shit into making me seem like Captain Ridiculous, okay? Ew. What is the point? Anil says electric toothbrush. Yes, that's what it is. But I don't like that name. It doesn't make it any less of what it is. I recognize and admit and accept that it is an electric toothbrush. I just hate the idea of me putting some electricity in my mouth. Give me some of that electricity right in my mouth hole. Gotta wet this toothbrush up first. Put it right in there. Third world mouth problems. Wait, first world mouth problems. A mechanical toothbrush? That's right. My toothbrush looks like some sort of steampunk contraption. Contraption? I'm having contraptions. Do not administer the medication. I will have the baby on my own. Thank you. Please. I need bragging rights with my other dumb hoe, wives. It's mine toothbrush. Beep, 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 beep. Fuck me. Yeah, I got electric pencils too. Okay. I got an electric keyboard. I actually just like think what I want typed. It starts going nuts, you know? This guy says it looks like it would taste like copper. Yeah, this is gonna rust inside of a week. This is purely ornamental. This is like a decorative toothbrush. You use that, you're gonna have problems, homie. You're gonna have problems. Forgive me, guys. I just want to put my cursor right over somebody's name so that they feel very strange and weird. You know? Yeah. What makes you feel so entitled? Okay, bro. So over to Rhea. So my teeth are soft as fuck. That's not good. You don't want soft teeth. Let's go up the freaking list. Number 5. What kind of curse comments you writing over here? Number 5. When I turned my wheel right, the car did not go right. Oh no. Somebody says, I'm going on an adventure. I'm in danger. Oh boy. Oh no. Well, at least he lived to tell the tale. That's not something you want to happen while you're on like the highway or something. You know? If everything goes wrong in your car, hopefully you can come to a full stop. Hopefully it ain't the brakes. Hopefully wheels ain't flying off and you can keep control. Holy hell. Number 4. I was at a bar chatting with some friends and my girlfriend was across the room sitting with some other friends. Some drunk dude showed up and started groping her. I jumped up and pushed him away and yelled, "Fuck off." Then he turned around and I realized he was like twice my size, and not in the fat way, in the tall, muscular way. I mean, I did the right thing, but if the bartender hadn't leapt over the bar and jumped in between us immediately, that guy would have wiped the fucking floor with me. The moment the dude turned around, I thought, fuck, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Somebody says, go for the nut shot. Kick him in the balls. Yeah, bro, this ain't a movie. Neutralize the guy assaulting your woman. Pocket sand that motherfucker. Go Rusty Shackelford on his ass. He doesn't need to know your gribble nature. You Dale Gribble in the streets. But you Rusty Shackelford when it fucking matters, my dude. Hit this dude where it hurts. There's a lot of ways to bring them down because the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Jizz on his face, motherfucker. I'm kidding. I may have taken it too far with that last one. Don't do that. Don't do that. Kick him in the balls and then give him some of what's in your balls. What's in your wallet? That's all, state stand. Don't stand for that kind of treatment for your wife. She's not your wife yet, but maybe she will be your wife after she sees you put this big mountain of a douche in his place, which is on the ground with your foot on his crotch. Foot crotch, crotch foot, pocket sand, the bee's knees. Who do you think you please? I think you will be on your knees, giving me that flop blop. That's what I'm calling blowjobs now. Give me the flop blop. Sorry. I'm sorry. My neck hurts, you know. Ooh, I'm not even on meds right now, so it's fine. No excuse. Number 3. While I was doing my, you know what? The funny thing is, YouTube's gonna come for me sooner or later. The flop blop. I've never told you guys, one of my favorite things in high school was when people would tell me stories about shit that I said that made them laugh, or like stories that involved me or some bullshit, and I would just sit there and go, there's no way that happened. That sounds so stupid. It sounds so dumb. Like, what do you mean I said what? Like, I can't even, and like, I didn't want to be like, you guys are lying. But I didn't remember. I don't remember anything. The flop flop. That sounds fucking, like, between me saying it and then you repeating it, only now do I hear how dumb that sounds. It sounds so stupid. I'm just gonna hover my mouse cursor over this guy's name. Squeals with delight. That's how somebody would caption me right now. Number 3. The flop flop. Number 3. While I was doing my human biology test, I realized after handing the paper in that I needed to do 2 essays instead of 1. It was the quickest 5 stages of grief in my life. He went through all of them. Nice. He was just like, well, you know, guys, that's what I gotta do. Somebody said, I know them feels. I once forgot to look at the back page of an exam booklet and missed 2 long answer questions. Man, sometimes you gotta let it go, you know? What are you gonna do? Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Let it go. Number 2, I sexted a group text instead of my person. Oh. Ew. I think I'd be so awkward with that, dude. You know? Like mechanical. It'd just be like, my penis is hard. Is this it? This is how I am aroused. Initiate. This is sexting. Sexting's got to be like, you know what? I've been watching a lot of really old shit lately because there's been a lot of references to like phone sex, which I'm sure still is a thing, but it's like not as popular these days. Of course, I would think that the replacement for phone sex has got to be kind of like video chats, if you want that real, interaction, I guess. Other than that, just watch, the free stuff that's all over the internet. But, yeah, no, like I've just been watching some dated stuff recently. I guess they're just old movies. I also want to go back and watch, Men in Black. We could do that as a stream if y'all are interested. But I need to get situated first. So many things I want to do, but I need to get my ass situated in a new place. I need to do some painting before I just go moving everything in there. Oh my god, it's so AIDS. Oh boy. We'll see. We'll try to set that up towards the weekend. This life is gonna really fall out of control. So I hope you enjoyed this list. We have made it to number 1 on the I Fucked Up Stories, and number 1 reads: At one point a few years ago, my girlfriend, at the time, texts me and says, huh? I guess surprise pregnancies are a thing. Then she stopped responding for about half an hour, and I, 19 male, proceeded to have a heart attack. Turns out her sister got knocked up, but that was the absolute worst 30 minutes of my life. Oh boy. Well, she fucked up. Yeah, I mean, you would both fuck up if it was a kid, but damn. Somebody says she was probably testing you to see how you would respond to her. Yeah, that's the thing about crazy women. Jesus. Wait. Just a Wolverine strolling by carrying a goat's head? Is this too edgy for YouTube? I mean, it's on YouTube. Yo, Wolverines are crazy, son. Give me that goat's head. And then he dropped the goat's head, and it was found footage. It was found footage. Yo, why does this chick think she's a 10 out of 10? I'm so on 2 sides of that, because I don't really take stock in the superficial rating system, but at the same time I recognize as a member of the real world that yes, people will unfortunately at a glance rate everyone, so the scale technically exists, if only technically. I'm on 2 sides because everyone should regard themselves as a 10 out of 10. Just because, they're not up some person's alley doesn't mean that they aren't perfect for some other person. But I also think it's kind of conceited to regard yourself as a 10 out of 10, I look at this girl and she's not unattractive, but I consider her fairly boring in the face, Fairly boring, Almost bitchy looking too. Wouldn't call it quite a resting bitch face, but it's like, I feel like she's too young to matter as well, Not super duper young, Just like young enough to where, even with the internet, I feel like you don't have enough experiences to bring anything relevant to any discussions. And this may be the most old man thing that I've ever said, because again, you know me, I love video games and anime as much as the next guy. But I guess when I sit down and want to talk, I need to feel like I wouldn't have to sugarcoat or talk down. And I feel like I would with this chick, not because she's, vaguely pretty, but because at a glance, I can assume that there might not be much there. Now, the real game with Roast Me is to figure out what you think people would be saying in the comment section. I look at this chick and I just shrug, What is there to say? If anything, What is there to say? Tiny looking. So the top comment says, I think your friends have factored your monstrous sausage fingers into their score. Didn't even really see the fingers. But, this is a very deliberate picture, guys. If anything, I can praise her for this. Many girls will show off their figure if they've got one. They'll show off their titties if they've got them. Maybe she's deliberately positioned this book in front of her chest. So nobody can make comments about the lack of breasts or the breasts that are there. If I were to assume, I'd say that she probably doesn't have much going on. She looks very skinny. Not to say that means that she's got no titties, but, girls who typically have them, typically flaunt them. Especially the type that's seeking validation on a site like Roast Me, Yes, Roast Me can be a bit of fun, but you gotta wonder the type of person that actually goes through with posting themselves on it. She writes, I think I'm a 10 out of 10. A bizarre statement to start with. It could just be bait to get people to be ferocious, but she did write it. I think I'm a 10 out of 10. My friends think I'm a 4 out of 10. What does Roast Me think? So that was the top comment. I think your friends have factored your monstrous sausage fingers into their score. Not really that mean, It's implying that yeah, she's pretty, and only the fingers are bringing her down. Someone says she looked like a human equivalent of used cigarette butts. Desperate smokers fish out of community ashtrays. Oh my gosh. So this one says, hairy lip, eyes placed unevenly, fat fingers, eyebrows that look like they belong on an old man, dry frizzy hair with split ends, fat nostrils, clumping mascara, or are your eyelashes naturally gooey? I only found 7 out of 10. Sorry. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, I wouldn't go so far. Yeah, her eyebrows are dark, and her hair appears to probably be, it could use a little bit of a comb, but it's not bad. None of it's bad. I don't see any hair on that lip. It's just probably the shading. I don't know. Can this get bigger? I don't think it's that bad at all. I don't think there's anything that stands out with her face. She's cute. The nose is cute. She's a pretty girl. I don't know what there is to roast here at the end of the day. I wouldn't go as far as a 10 out of 10. If I were to get onto that, shallow ass scale. But I wish she hadn't hidden her chest, because that's probably okay, evening her out. You know what I mean? You could probably iron a shirt on that girl's chest. Somebody said, she said roast her, not list her best qualities. Oh my gosh. Someone says, you look like the worst part of the Olsen twins. Damn. Yo, and Elizabeth Olsen already looks a little bit scary from the wrong angles. Okay. The Trollsen twins. This will be the last one. You look like Miss Piggy on coke. Miss Piggy after being on the road with Motley Crue. Okay, guys. Okay. Again, the girl's attractive, The girl's attractive. And again, that nose is super cute to me. I don't know. A lot of girls have really weird noses, but she doesn't. Brings her whole face together. I don't know. I wish people had more interesting stuff to say. Oh, a nose. Oh, nose. Oh, nose. Are you going to be in the next Star Wars movie? Cyael, you better shut your mouth. go into the comments section and say nothing more about this picture. Okay? And say nothing more about this picture. It's just an awkward little nose, and that's it. Oh, and the eyebrows. Oh. And it feels like the forehead's probably really long and because it's cut off, but it's still going. That's fine. Let's face it, your glasses don't really need those pieces, those nose pieces. Whoa, dude. Yo, press F. No. Your nose looks like the head of Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles. No. You look like every day is cake day. Boo cake day. Oh no. Oh no. Jeez. Oh my God. Kill preps get money. Listen, as I said on a previous list, dude, this subreddit is for people who want attention, and they're going to get positive and negative attention. People are mean in the comment section because it's all a bit of fun, but some of those people can't even post a comment without immediately being apologetic in the direct messages that they send to them, and they're like, I'm sorry, you're wonderful, and we were just having a bit of fun, and can I get your number, and all kind of bullshit like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's pretty hilarious. You left out half of your forehead in the picture, and it still takes up the whole frame. I knew somebody was going to comment about that. Eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not one cousin and an uncle with cerebral palsy? Jesus Christ. What kind of wizard's crafting these mean comments? What kind of wizard? Listen, we're done, guys. I want you to have a wonderful evening. I'm totally sorry. I'm just, a little worn out. I got some things rolling through in the next couple of days I got to get ready for. Somebody was acting a little crazy and manipulating some screenshots and all kind of bullshit like this. And it just blows my mind because of the song and dance, and I'm suicidal, and my mom in the hospital, and the getting my attention with money and stuff. And it's like, me, I don't want one person's bad experience to fuck up, the potential for me being able to interact with other people. But of course, when shit gets bad enough, you kind of just think to yourself, you want to take a step back. I am loving Anthem crashing and burning, my dude, and I think that they're going to go to E3 and have like an actual stage presence. So this is going to be my life. It's going to be amazing. But guys, I'll catch you soon. Have an amazing night. I'll see you again tomorrow as best I can. Sorry these are coming in a little bit later, but hopefully for those who are watching off the stream, they're hitting the spot and everything's making sense. Love you. If you need me, get a hold of me, and then we'll talk to you soon. Stay amazing. Bye.